Your court television news starting now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news edition of the NJ Courts TV channel news. Want to welcome everybody this morning. I had maybe about a 45-minute to 1 hour notification. So again, I apologize for the late notification, but when you have that breaking news, sometimes that's how it goes. And is why I always say I recommend putting your notifications on. So I want to say thank you. Looks like we have almost 80 people already in chat. So I appreciate y'all having those notifications on, especially my members of the jury. All right, let me just get set up here really quick, and we'll go ahead and get started right with this news, okay? And I'm sure, as you guys saw in the title, most of you probably have an idea as what we're going to be talking about. Good morning, mods. Good morning. Let's see here. I see Dawson in the house. I see Subaru in the house. Good morning, my mods. I appreciate you being here, my friends, especially because of our late notice. All right. And welcome, everybody else. Welcome, members of the jury. Welcome, skijecks, haters. Yep. So, what do we have going on this morning? Well, let me just pull it up. It's the easiest way I can just, I guess, break this news, and then we can talk about it a little bit. How's that sound? So give me a minute. I'm going to queue up this video clip. We'll go ahead and play it, and we'll just start right from there. All right. All right. Well, give me a second, because just having an issue just queuing up the video. But worst case, I'll just play it off of my phone if I have to. But let me just see if I can get it over here so we can just play it directly off of the StreamYard. Let's see here. Okay. Send it to my email here.
All right, I'll take announcements of counsel in the courtroom first. Is that you, ma'am? This is my husband. We're both on 17 and 18. 17 and 18. I show you don't have service on David Lee.
How's that? Now you can hear me? I just got a message that said we had a donation that I missed right now. And I believe, let me just bring that up. So I want to say thank you while we're waiting for this video to load up. Dots! Thank you so much! Dots with gifted memberships! Thank you, Dots. Woo! Ripped my phone right off of the charger. Get that back on here. And welcome to all the new members. All right. So let's get going here.
know how to use Teams too? Is that you, ma'am? I show you don't have service on David Lee. They haven't served him yet.
All right, I got it queued up. Thank you for your patience.
I'm going to give you a new date to check for status of service. That'll be October 16th at 10 o'clock. You do, but because it's a status. Is that you? I show you don't have service. Okay. Do you know how to use Teams?
All right, we're all set up here. Okay, and thank you guys for your patience. Let me just get back here on chat. Oh, Cat Crazy! Thank you so much, Cat Crazy, with 5 donated memberships. Thank you so much, Cat Crazy. And welcome. We've got a total of now with Dots and Cat Crazy's memberships, 10 new members of the jury. Enjoy your new emojis you get to spam today. You guys, I can't even get to the news yet. Hold on. No, I'm just messing. All right. Let me get back to the chat here. But in all seriousness, though, what you're going to be seeing here is going to be the video recording of today's restraining order hearing that Skimask Andy was supposed to be at. Okay? Remember, this was the restraining orders that not only his mother, but his father had went ahead and had put on him for obviously, a lot of reasons. Most importantly, is probably going to be the reason that he is currently wanted on a lot of open warrants. And what happened last time he was wanted, when they went to go serve one of those warrants, they came and kicked down his parents' door, okay? And they gave him a pretty firm warning that said, if this happens again and the door doesn't get open, because you know how Ski Mask is, you know what was going on when that happened, all right? And I feel for his parents. I truly do. Because I'm sure that guy was screaming at him. Lord knows what he was threatening him with to not open the door that morning, okay? But the police officers said that if this happens again, that his parents could be possibly charged. And that's bullshit, okay? So, rightfully, they went ahead, got a protection order, emergency protection order against him. And that's why he's running right now, okay? He's running because he's wanted, and he's running because he has no place to go, all right? So please, don't be fooled that this guy's homeless, that, his parents are the one that, put this on him and they're the ones at fault. His family has nothing to do with this. They are the victims right now, okay? Ski Mask is the one that's doing all this shit. And Ski Mask is the one putting on this bullshit act, just like he was this morning, tearing up with the whole, don't fall for that bullshit, all right? The minute if somebody was to send a $1 cash app, that guy would have went from, hey, welcome to the Ski Mask Andy show. Get the fuck out of here. And that's what I want to start this off with, because like I said, there's been so much rumors, so many stories going about what really happened in reference to this restraining order, which we already went on the oscn.net website and showed you all the paperwork. So for the most part, I know everybody in here, believes it 100%. But for you last 2% of naysayers, let's roll this video for you. And you know what sadly, very sadly is, you're still probably going to deny that he's doing anything wrong even after you watch this. But hey, like I said, unfortunately, there's always that 1%. What can we do, right? All we can do is just ignore them and continue on. That is, unless they start interfering with our lives, okay? Just like this 1% guy has done, named Ski Mask Andy. All right, so here we go. Roofer, I'm on the roof, so I can't stay long. It's coming, buddy. It's coming. Hang on there, all right? Here we go.
David Lee did coup. Is that you, ma'am? My husband, we're both fathers.
17 and 18.
17 and 18. I show you don't have service on David Lee DeCoop.
They haven't served him yet. He's running.
Right. So I'm going to give you a new date to check for status of service. That'll be October 16 at 10 o'clock.
We have to come back again.
You do, but because it's a status date, you can't appear online if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to use Teams? We'll give you instructions if that'll help you. You have access to a computer?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have orders of protection in place until that status day.
Okay. So that means he's not allowed.
That's right.
Okay.
Same conditions as to when it was first issued. He's not allowed to come within 100 yards of you or your residence. Here's your paperwork on that one. Oh, you're making them the Teams copy?
Yes, right.
Okay. Beverly Pohl versus James Pohl.
She's on one.
All right, I'm going to play this one more time. That way you guys can listen, and then I'm going to kind of go over everything. So if you have questions or there was just something you didn't pick up, don't worry. I'm going to explain a lot of exactly what you just heard. I do want to say thank you, Sicilian Princess, for being a member for 4 months. And you had a question, it appears. It says, I want to know if Ski is going and getting arrested. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with him, okay? He's got warrants right now. So he's either got to turn himself in or he's going to either get arrested. That's it. And if that didn't answer your question, let me know. All right, so we're going to replay this again, and then I'm going to go over exactly kind of what the judge said and what this all means. And I know a lot of you understood everything, but I know it does get confusing, especially if you're not familiar with these type of hearings, and it is a little bit hard to hear. You know, it's just one microphone in a big courtroom. But for the most part, you can hear everything pretty clear. But I will go over everything as soon as we replay this one more time for everybody. All right? And again, thank you, Sicilian Princess, for being a member of the jury for 4 months now. Shout out to you.
Cool. Is that you, ma'am?
This is my husband, we're both filing.
17 and 18.
17, 18. I show you don't have service on David Lee DeCoop.
They haven't served him yet. He's running.
Right. So I'm going to give you a new date to check for status of service. That'll be October 16 at 10 o'clock.
We have to come back again.
You do, but because it's a status date, you can't appear online if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how to use Teams? We'll give you instructions if that'll help you.
Okay.
You have access to a computer?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have orders of protection in place until that status day.
Okay. So that means he's not allowed.
That's right.
Okay.
Same conditions as to when it was first issued. He's not allowed to come within 100 yards of you or your residence. Here's your paperwork on that one. Oh, you're making them the Teams copy?
Yes, right.
Okay. Beverly Pohl versus James Pohl.
She's on.
All right. So, kind of give you a little explanation at what happened today. All right. So today, as you saw, Mr. and Ms. DeCoe were present for this emergency restraining order hearing. Who was not present was David Lee DeCoe, okay, the defendant in this case. Now, what happens is whenever somebody goes and files for an emergency order and the judge go ahead and signs off on that emergency order, is the court and the judge then sends that same copy to the person that emergency order is against. Now, the only way they can do that, because it is a legal document, is in this case, it has to be served, okay? So, a few ways it can be served. Process server, sheriff's department, you all know. So, what has happened in this case is David has not been served with that paperwork. And because of the judicial system, he does have the right to face his accusers, to say, hey, if he doesn't think this is a real, why he shouldn't have an emergency order. Okay. The problem is David was not here. And unfortunately, he hasn't been served any paperwork because he went on the run. And I saw a lot of people in chat that were asking if that what they heard from the mother was correct. You are correct. She did tell the judge that he's on the run. Okay, he's running. That judge, Miss Radford, Judge Radford, she has been the judge to many, many of David's cases. I can almost guarantee you that, and obviously she can't say that in the courtroom, but I'm pretty sure she's well aware of who he is, okay? Honestly, she's probably signed off on a lot of his other paperworks, maybe even been the judge that signed off on the bench warrant. I don't know, but I do know she's been on a lot of his cases, okay? Now, she was actually the judge that was there the last time I went. When me and Stick went, actually, that wasn't the last time, but when me and Stick were there, when I was actually inside and he had showed up to his hearing, she was the judge that was officiating that hearing, okay? Just give you an example. So what has happened now is because he technically hasn't been served because he's on the run, okay, they've extended the date. As a matter of fact, the judge said October 16th. They're going to have another status hearing, okay? So what that means is the judge is going to see is by that date if David's been served yet. Now, what's very important, and I don't know if you guys picked it up, and Mr. Mystico or Mystico was the one that asked, is the protective order still in place? Absolutely 100%. And if you heard, the judge verified that. So for some of you that are wondering, yes, that protective order is still extended, the emergency protective order, until the 16th. Okay. So what does that mean now? Well, what that means is pretty much for his parents, they still have that protection order for him. They're still protected from him. He cannot show up within 100 yards of them or be at their residence. Okay. And if he has any weapons per the protective order, he needs to turn those in to the sheriff's department. Now, is he going to show up to court? Probably not, never. You know, if some of you weren't aware, he had a hearing last Friday. That was for his court cost hearing, September 29th. He didn't show up, all right? So, and actually, that is a piece of paperwork that I can show on our next show. I might even post it up as a community tab, but it is a form that we've already gone over. If you were really wanting to look at it now, you could go on oscn.net's website, pull it up, or you can just go back to, I forgot which one it was where we were covering him or his case, where we actually showed, and it's probably titled something like bench warrant issued, but we actually have the paper. No, not bench warrant. It's a short. Now I remember, it's under a short film. So if you go to the short section of the short videos, it's the one that talks about his court cost paperwork, okay? And the contract that I always talk about, the one that says you're going to pay $25 a month for like 30 years to pay off the over $5,000 you owe in court fees and fines to all your victims in the court. On that same little contract, it says, if you don't make a payment, if you stop making payments, if you don't show up to any of your court dates, they can and they will issue out a bench warrant, okay? So because he didn't show up on September 29th, I'm almost 99.9% sure here within a few days, once that oscn.net website gets updated from that September 29th hearing, you know, they're going to put the docket notes like we've all looked at. I can guarantee it's probably going to say bench warrant issued, failure to appear. So what's that mean for Skimask? And we talked about this, all right. Now, he's already got he's got 2 warrants out of the state of Oklahoma. He's got 1 bench warrant out of the county of Wagner, and he's got bench warrant out of Tulsa County. That's the one he's running from right now. That's the one they gave to him because he didn't show up to his probation or his last court hearing having to do with why he didn't show up to probation. Okay, so that's 1 and 1. 2 out of the state of Oklahoma. Since he didn't show up to this last hearing, they're probably going to issue out another warrant. So that's going to be a total of 3 bench warrants out of the state of Oklahoma. 2 specifically out of Tulsa County. And then remember, mid-October, he's got to show up for a simple traffic citation that he got. All right? Doubt he's going to show up to that hearing because he knows if he shows up, they're going to click, clack, hands behind the back of him, right? Because he's got warrants. So assuming he doesn't show up to that hearing, that's going to be a total of 4 bench warrants issued out to him for his arrest in the state of Oklahoma. 3, now again, as of right now, it's just 2 total, 1 and 1 out of Wagner County, 1 out of Tulsa, with a second one along its way, with a third possible, equaling 4 bench warrants possibility out of the state of Oklahoma. All right? Don't listen to anything this guy has to say. And that's why I show this video today, because I was tired of hearing him just belittle his family, make them seem like they're the liars, even though you can go and see the restraining order paperwork. But here it is, flesh and blood, his family right there in the courtroom, very concerned about him, okay? Asking about, is that protection order going to extend? Because they're afraid of him and they don't want him near them, regardless of what you hear him saying, okay? Bullshit. And I want to say something too to his parents. I am proud of what they did, okay? For them to show up to that court hearing, all right? It's not easy, all right? People can talk about it, but to actually show up, go through that screening process when you get there, having these security officers check you everywhere. These people aren't used to that. They're just simple folks living at home, don't want to be bothered by all this shenanigans, all right? And now they're being dragged to this courthouse because, remember, not them, their son, okay? They're being dragged to this courthouse. And, it's nerve-wracking. It is very nerve-wracking, all right? I've seen people. I felt it. My very first time walking in that courtroom, I never been there, doing the court reporting before. That was literally my first court report. Hell yeah, I was nervous. So how do you think his parents feel, okay? So I want to say kudos to his parents for doing what they did, all right? And I guess we just wait, October 16th. So either Skimask turns himself in, he gets arrested, or he's just going to be a no-show at this hearing. But unfortunately, because of the way the protection order system works, and it's, not unfortunately, I mean, in this case it is, but again, it's all about being fair, right? You see the scale of justice, right? So that's why the court has to allow, essentially, and we are going to use the word essentially, the person that's being accused to have the right to face their accusers. It's the way it works. But I'm happy for them, just like Steph said, I'm proud of them. And for those that are watching, just understand everything that he's going to be doing from today till, remember, his birthday's coming up. So if he's not in jail by the time of his birthday, remember, this frown, it's going to be a nice smile, because guess what? He thinks it's going to be cash payday on his birthday. So remember, it's all an act, okay? And mark my word, right? If he's not in jail by his birthday, watch how sad and depressed he's going to be the next few days, and how happy and excited he gets the day before his birthday, because he thinks that's when all the money's going to be rolling in, right? Who knows? But either way, I want to say something to those last people there that think it's funny what you're doing, handing them the little dollar bills. All you're doing is messing with his family and the judicial system, okay? Because he shouldn't be on the run, all right? He should have already been in jail. But because you're feeding him gas money and just do little laps around the town of Tulsa to go get his little, you ain't doing nothing. You're just hurting him. Have you seen the way he looks? Y'all are doing that to him. Y'all the ones giving him that money to go get what, all right? Over hanging out at the crack shack with Jerry, Carl, and whatever the fuck their names, Billy, Jeremy, and Carl, And I can tell you this, I can guarantee you those people where he's staying at, they probably have no idea that he's streaming them and that their names have gone out, okay? Because you think those people at a crack shack want to know that homeboy's filming the whole place and that the police are probably watching? So just wait. I'm sure he's probably got about another day or two there. They're going to give him the boot, okay? And then he's going to turn it on, all right? He's going to turn on the burners, baby. Those tears are going to be just flowing. But like I said, it's all a scam. It's all an act. I mean, this has been going on for years. So, but for those new people, hey, don't say I didn't warn you, all right? Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, y'all. That was it. That's the breaking news. I appreciate everybody being here. Like I said, I know it's a last-minute notification. I want to say thank you to my mods for being here. Thank you for all the members of the jury for being here. Welcome to all our new members. And I want to say thank you again for all you supporters, all the people that today that donated those memberships, Cat Crazy, Dots, All right. Shout out to all y'all. Again, we cannot do any of this, okay? The court reporting, the, heading out to these court trips, okay, without your guys' support. And this October, it's already October, we've got it's going to be a busy October. That's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be a fun one, all right? Remember, Halloween week's coming up soon. And boy, do I got a surprise for you all. Hang in there. But even before then, I've got another big surprise for you guys, all right? We got a lot of stuff going on. And again, like I said, I appreciate your guys' support. Without it, this channel wouldn't exist. So thank you guys. Love y'all. Take care. And as of today, unless something else breaks, NJ Courts is officially out of here. Yeah. Sorry.